Hello everybody, welcome back to Sawyer Live. We are playing some more Terra Swoop Force today, and last time I'm gonna warn you, this is a production blog disguised as a gameplay video, where we're talking about the creation of the intro that I made for Season 5 of Clue. So, without further ado, because that was much more ado than I meant it to be, hold on. Okay, yeah, my field of view is fine. I feel like I was seeing a lot less there for some reason. Did you see how I handled that? Like, for a production vlog, that was a pretty decent opening, like, I'm gonna pause, I'm back into the game kind of moment there. So, we are on the final day here. The intro is actually rendering while I play this, so I have it on a different computer though, so it's not gonna... Wait, I hear music. I'm hearing something. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure out what that is when I inevitably die. So, okay, so what are, today is, hello you. What's up? Wait, is this, oh my gosh, I actually did it. Oh, actually nailed the gameplay element of this thing. Okay, hold on, why am I hearing music? What's happening here? Oh yeah, that'll do it. So, this time around, I have the video pulled up next to me so I could actually see, and talk about things bit by bit. So right at the top, we have the piano shot. There were, some issues with this. The way that I did it last season was, my little green screen trick. I talked about it last time. I talked about it yesterday, how it's, I recorded the piano and the chandelier moving separately using a green screen, which I think was just like green wool blocks that I destroyed while using a cinematic camera mod. That normally works. It doesn't work when you also have to zoom out digitally. Yeah, I'm gonna try and stay up here as much as I can. I didn't stay up there that much. Okay, let me just stop here. The chandelier was supposed to come into focus, just like it did back in Season 1, but it didn't respond well to the visual effects that I tried throwing on there, the green screen trick, as well as a digital zoom. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. So I had to just keep the chandelier out of focus the entire time, unfortunately. Oh, look at these guys. Look at how they turned out. I'm so happy with the effect and making it look like actors that stopped. Okay, so this shot was very simple. It was just a bunch of, you know, added on layers that I tracked on in After Effects. I'm hoping that this stuff all reads as storyboard thing. That's the kind of stuff I was talking about. Let's see, I know I had something I wanted to bring up in a moment. Oh my goodness, so this whole sequence. Okay, so you guys now finally get to see LD Shadow Lady's, dang it, LD Shadow Lady's credit. I am so happy with it, except for one thing. I loved all of that. I have been really messing around a lot with what's called the stroke effect in Adobe After Effects, which lets you create lines that appear over time that you can animate. And that's how I do all of my like blood dripping type effects. I need to get some height. Oh, damn it. Tried to emote mid-flight. That is kind of what happened. The way that I did like such a good looking landed on Omicron Percy I hate. Like, such a weird Futurama reference to throw in there. The way that I did like such good looking blood at the beginning, that is some Google image like blood dripping that is being revealed using the stroke effect. I made the mask very squiggly going down, if that makes sense, so that way when it's applying the effect, it's not all going straight. There is some staggering all over the place that I don't have to animate by hand because it's just all in the mask effect. It's all built in. That way it looks a little bit cleaner, it looks a little bit more realistic, like actual blood spill. And then and then it kicks into high gear, like going black and white, and you have a guy stabbing someone, and then turning out to be chocolate syrup, which I will say I had a lot of fun. I was trying to find a way to do some Fool Friends reference, because I think it was Clue Season 3 was where I first made the Fool Friends like cinematic logo, and I was so happy with it. The Fool Friends cinematic intro, I was so happy with, but then we stopped doing the Fool Friends stuff, and I couldn't use it anymore. So I'm like, I want some kind of Fool Friends bit. So if you pause and look at the chocolate syrup container, instead of saying genuine chocolate like normal Hershey syrup does, it says, I think, thickest brown, which is a reference to the Fool Friends thick brown that I'm not actually sure what that was. I think it was coffee. I think it was supposed to be coffee, but I am gonna pretend that it was like a mocha or something. It's now chocolate. It's now chocolate syrup. Thick brown is now chocolate syrup. I have changed the canon of this show that we no longer make. So, and that was, gosh. But the one thing that upset me about all of that, I was so happy with it, I was so into it. That is the shot I have been looking forward to making this entire time. And then, right at the end, I'm realizing, shoot, there's supposed to be names on this. This is supposed to be where, who is it? I think it's Mythsen and Sam Gladiator credits are supposed to be on top of this, and I didn't plan that at all. I didn't make any room for them. I got so distracted by, I got so distracted by the whole thing that I forgot to, oh my goodness, I forgot to add in, my goodness. I forgot all of this stuff. I got so distracted by, that was going so well. I got so distracted by, like, how much fun I was having, like, making the thing that I completely forgot I'm supposed to, have credits in here for people. So they're somewhat tacked on at the end, and I feel really bad about doing that, but I wasn't sure what else to do. I'm way above everything. I think I'll be okay. I'm okay. Yeah, Mythsen and Sam Gladiator. I feel so bad. And there's the thickest brown and more of the stroke effect on the chocolate syrup. That was fun to put together. Oh, the crash effects. Okay, so the crash effects, like, I had that planned originally. It was supposed to be just broken glass, and then, like, it wasn't turning out the way I wanted it to. It didn't really look like broken glass, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know, it just wasn't turning out the way I wanted it to, and I was like kind of struggling to find a way to fix it, since at this point I'm kind of stuck with some of the effects. I can't modify them too much at this stage, and so I decided, like, hey, let's make this more of like a Black Mirror type thing, that this was like a digital screen that's getting cracked. So I added in all of that, like, the bark, the test bars, like the old TV test bars kind of thing, to, make it look a little bit more like digital, screen cracking kind of thing. Leading into, that was the other thing, is that it's also supposed to lead into a broken window that comes up in the season as a little bit of an important plot point. I won't say what it is, but the broken window is an important note to, is an important feature of this season, is an important storyline. So I kind of decided, I didn't realize I was still alive. I decided to work it into the intro, and like it just kind of became awkward towards the end, so added the digital screen instead. And I had the thought of, like, I need more storyboard text to Wow, was alive a lot longer than I thought I'd be there. I needed to add more storyboard text, so that was my, like, I added the, like, fix it in post on the window to kind of point out that there is something wrong here, that, you know, this isn't, I don't know what happened there. Oh, I'm still alive. Let's just go for a nice little casual fly, shall we? Whee! There we go. Yeah, this little fix it in post bit here was fun to add in. Oh, and the final shot. I was really excited. So the black bars all throughout the intro are to signify when it's a movie, and then I pull them away to show that it's not. So I kind of had the last minute idea to add black bars to the final shot, pulling away immediately so that I'm way off course here. Yeah, I'm gonna die. I had this idea of adding the black bars pulling away from the final shot to signify that this isn't a movie, someone is dead. And, you know, having the, like, storyboard character kind of fade away and seeing, you know, this character who I won't say who it is, although you're gonna find out really soon in like the first 10 minutes of the video. It's not exactly a spoiler. I mean, we all know someone's going to die. That's kind of the point of this, but whatever. Like, I wanted to throw them into the intro. I'm enjoying it. So, and then the clacker comes in. I thought about using the same font, but it wasn't quite working out how I wanted it to. Like having the clacker kind of, I gotta pick up some speed here. I don't think this is gonna work. Maybe it will. No, this isn't gonna work. Oh, hey, it did. Cool. Yeah, so I had this thought of the clacker, you know, disappearing and the text remains. Ow. But that didn't quite play out. It didn't read well, and I didn't quite like the font, so I decided instead to go for a more official looking one. And oh, the thing I was going to add. Okay, I had this idea. Shoot, can I talk about this? I'll talk about it, and I'll make a note. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do, because there's one thing that I wanted to add to it, but unfortunately, I couldn't add it because I forgot that this is going to be released as a movie instead of as a series. So it wasn't going to play out super well, and oh, can I go through the nose? I can't go through the nose. So it wasn't going to play out super well, unfortunately, and I needed to cut the whole idea because of things. I am going to post in the comments after the video comes out what the rest of the idea was. So take a look at that after the video comes out, after the movie comes out. Take a look in the comments and see what the rest of the idea was. So I'm going to tell you the start of it, which was I wanted the music to fade out. The music is so good, and I believe in a good cinematic pause. I like things to take their time sometimes. So, and I feel like this music was one of those times to do it. So there was, rather than just having the logo at the end, I had this idea of text coming up on screen as if it's like in Microsoft Word, and it was going to be a script, basically. It was going to, you would have this text come up saying like, interior day, studio lot C, that kind of thing. Like, it was going to be the lead-in to the next scene. I tried to thread that needle. It was going to be the lead-in to the scene that you were seeing in a second, kind of thing. It was like reading someone into a scene, and I loved that idea. It gave you an extra moment, and then something was going to happen in the final episode, in episode 5, which I can't say because that's a huge spoiler. So check that out in the comments. Go take a look after the movie comes out and see what I was planning on doing with that little concept. I was so excited for it, but You know, it wasn't going to play out in movie form. Also, it sounds like the intro might get cut down as it's seen multiple times through the movie. I don't know how that's going to go. I don't believe I'm the one cutting it down. I believe Gizzy's going to do that, which I'm not the most excited about because this is my baby and I've been working on it so hard. But, you know, that's movies for you. You can't, you know, spend that much time. Like, it's going to get repetitive as people watch it over and over. So I need to, you know, it does need to get cut down. And people can go back and watch it if they feel like it. We don't need to force them to watch it over and over at full length. Okay, can I make it through here? What happened to my music? My music cut out again. Oh no! This happened when I played last time too. Ah, dang it. Made horsey noises with coconuts. Alright, well... the music's cut out, so I think that might be my cue. So I have had a wonderful time working on this little series, and I do have more, actually. There is more that I'm doing in this season. There's one more thing that I'm going to be animating for somewhere in the middle, I think, or towards the end. I'm probably actually hopping into Minecraft today to start recording that, so I can't talk about any of that, though. That is some major spoilers, so maybe if this goes well and people enjoy it, I can do this again and, you know, try to finish this next time on Sawyer Live. If you guys want to know more, if you guys are enjoying this little production vlog type thing, maybe I'll pick an easier game that doesn't require so much concentration and do this again in the future with other things that I do. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little production vlog type thing. Go check out this season once it comes out. I super enjoyed working on it. I get to, you know, I'm actually wearing my costume for this season right now. I you know, brought it home with me. So thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day.